There is one thing that actors should never do, and yet we do it. I'm going to tell you what it is and how to stop doing it so you can continue to grow in your acting career and your life. Stay tuned. So, what's the one thing that actors should never do, and yet we do it all the time? At least sometimes, right? Picture a traffic light. Yeah, that's what I said. Picture a traffic light. There are 3 different colors on there. One is red for stop, pause, yellow, and green for go, go, go. All right? Actors should never stop. Stop what, David? Actors should never stop learning, never stop auditioning, never stop growing and becoming and networking. We should never stop. Now, I understand the first thing comes to your mind as well as mine is, but David, I'm a human being. I love acting. I love what I do, but stuff comes up. Stuff happens. Lack of a better word. Stuff happens. You get married. You get divorced. You have a fight with your boyfriend or girlfriend. Financial hardship hits, and you can't afford to take that class that you were saving up for because your car died. You need food. So I understand. Distractions come, but also distractions go. And also, here's the key. If you want to know how to not stop and keep going, you choose your distraction. I want you to take your hand and put it on your chin, just like this. Okay, good? All right, so go like this, go like this, and go like this. You see how that is? It's an amazing creation, our body that God gave us. So you move, right? You move, and you pay attention to what is the loudest in life, or what is the most stressful in life. You turn towards it, right? You turn towards it. Change is a choice, not a chance. But there's certain things in life that I don't know about, that you know about, that are just probably going through your mind right now. Now, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're conquering, what you're currently fighting, okay? But here are some examples that, well, stuff happens, life happens. Here's a few examples that get in the way of us progressing in our acting career and our lives. Marriage. Getting married. Hey, it's a good thing. I'm not saying it's bad, but it is a distraction, a lovely distraction. There are lovely distractions, A divorce. Sickness, depression, lack of auditions, lack of opportunities, a broken down vehicle, family, death in the family. There's a lot of distractions in life. And I'll tell you what, do you know why? This is great. Listen up. Do you know why there are distractions in a person that wants to become a great actor? Do you know why you and me are having distractions? It's a test. It's a test. Tim McGraw wrote a song, I love it. It's called How Bad Do You Want It? I'm not a country singer, but look it up and listen. It's a really great song. But it's true. How bad do you want it? Now, if you didn't have distraction, if you didn't have something butting up against you, okay, if you didn't have some form of pebble or boulder or rock to get out of the way in your life in order to progress, how would you grow? How would your potential grow? How would you realize your passion and direct it? How would you grow to become a great actor and get paid to do what you love to do? It would be pretty hard, because I tell you what, if things are easy in life, we're going to stop. We're going to sit back. I've been there before, have you? Yeah, I got a big check for that film. And now, well, I can relax and go to the beach. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm not saying it's wrong to celebrate. I'm not saying it's wrong to celebrate your win, to, pat yourself on the back and thank everybody for your Oscar. That's not what I'm going for. What I'm going for is this. Don't stay in your comfort zone. Because if you stay in your comfort zone, you will stop. You'll stop. You'll stop growing. You will... There's a bad thing about the comfort zone, and You atrophy in it. That's why. You can't grow in a comfort zone. You die. If you stay in your head, you're dead. You die. In order to grow, you have to become uncomfortable again. You reach a summit on a mountain, for example, and it's a win. It's a great thing. Look up. There's always another level. There's always, 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 because you have unlimited potential. And besides, do I really have to say this to you? Okay? Why do you want to become an actor? Why are you an actor? Whatever age you're at, whatever experience you have, why do you want to be an actor? So you can entertain people, so you can change lives, so you can grow into the person that God intended you to be, right? So why would you want to stop anyway? Especially when things are good. I know things are not always good. Maybe they're not good for you right now. Maybe you want to sing that old song, which, what is it? Swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. Swing low. Okay, if you're low, then you have to pick yourself up. You have to realize that whatever you're going through, and I have sympathy for you and empathy sometimes, depending on the situation, but you have to get up. You have to stand up. You have to stand up strong and say, you know what? I went through this divorce. I went through this hardship financially. I went through this sickness, but I came out of it. I came out of it. I am not going to allow this little pebble to trip me up in my acting career. I have a mission, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to go forth and conquer. No, all this is good. I understand this, okay? I'm giving you the preaching mode, if you will. However, how do you do this? How do you overcome? How do you overcome laziness when things are good and get up again to start over again when things have been really, really bad? I'm going to give you a couple of tips, a few tips on both sides of the fence, okay? Number one, here it is. If things are going really, really well, realize that it will not last. I guarantee you 100% it will not last. It never lasts. You know why? Because no one knows what the audience is thinking. No one knows, not even directors, not even famous actors, know exactly what the audience wants. There have been many interviews with people like George Clooney and Julia Roberts, for example, where they were nervous at the premiere. They don't know whether it'll be a hit or a flop. They don't know. There was one movie with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. It was called The Bucket List. I'm telling you, I love that movie. It drove home so many good life lessons, and I recommend highly that you watch it. However, it didn't do well at the box office because it was a little bit too close to the chest. It was a little bit too honest with how life really is. Some people don't like that. Other people do. My point of this is that whatever kind of win you've had recently, it won't last. And that's good for one reason. It gives you a chance to grow and expand and become even more so. Life is a journey. How many times have you finished a project in your life or in your acting career, and it's done, and you had the win, and you had the celebration, and then you sit back and you go, now what? And you look around for more opportunities, right? Okay? That's because you have to breathe. That's because your actor inside of you has to breathe. You have to breathe. You have to continue on. You have unlimited potential. So, your win won't last. Remember that. You must continue on the journey called life. Now, if things are going bad, I've had a lot of bad in my life and a lot of good. Probably like you. Well, for instance, COVID. Everybody, that's pretty universal. COVID happened, and therefore nothing really happened. Everything stopped. Okay? But we didn't have control over it, did we? We are slowly coming out of it now, and things are going back to normal. Not a new normal, okay? It's going back to, hey, you know what? We can talk to people. We don't have to be so cautious and careful. Look around you. Not everybody is wearing a mask. The government took away the mandate in airports to wear a mask. However, it's your choice whether you want to wear one or not. My point of this is that Yes, that was a tragedy. That was a pandemic. It stopped. And people are starting to wake up again. People are starting to renew their acting careers and reinvent themselves. Now, there's other things that happen in your life that you do have control over. I feel depressed. I think I'll see what's on Facebook. And pretty soon, 2 or 3 hours go by, which you could have read an acting book. You could have taken a class. You could have networked. You could have practiced your monologue and finished the reel that you are developing for that agent. Okay? There's certain things, certain distractions in life where you don't stop. You stop yourself. Do you know why? Because change is a choice, not a chance. Change is a choice, not a chance. You have to analyze, okay, do I have control over what's happening to me here, emotionally and mentally? How is my BS, belief system? How am I thinking about this? How am I starting out my day? Could I do better? Could I have a Bible meditation in the morning and go to the gym and then go to work? That would require you to get up early. But guess what? Your day would be fulfilling and not just existing. There's a lot of things that stop us in life that we can control. And the worst thing, here's the result of allowing things to stop you. Dabbling. Have you ever dabbled in something? It's very, very addictive, and it is, you get nowhere fast. You get nowhere fast. If you dabble, you're not going to be consistent. And without consistency in this business, guess what happens? Nothing. You get frustrated because you didn't make that audition, because you didn't study enough, because you didn't take that class, because you just thought, well, I'm just going to wing it. Oh, never wing it. Trust me on this. I've been in this business for 30 years plus. Never wing it. You know why? Because success is when preparation meets opportunity. You don't know what opportunity is going to come your way today or tomorrow or the next day. You want success, so you have to prepare. You're always in preparation mode, preparation mode. You're always ready to go, okay? I remember in New York City, when I was in New York and I was part of Central Casting, they would call me on the phone and I would be walking around Manhattan doing different things, taking classes and things. All of a sudden they would call me, so I would answer and, well, we have a spot for you on The Good Wife. We have a spot for you on Law and Order tomorrow at such and such a time, and bring this with you and that with you. I had to carry a little notebook, okay, at the time, and I'm going like this, and people are walking past me. I had to find a place to where I can have a little breathing room, and so I'm writing my notes here and stuff like that, Okay, great, all right, thank you. I'll be there, okay? After I hung up, I had to go home. I had to prepare, depending on the time of day. And I had to be there at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And I was willing to do it. You know why? Because I didn't want to stop. It was exciting to grow. I could have said, you know what? No, I can't make it. And they would say, okay. And then I would be, why did I say that? Who knows who I could have met on set? So there are certain distractions that you can avoid and ones you can't. So what you do, even if you have to write this down, I highly recommend people write down things, my students, in a journal, all right? So on one side of the paper, write down things I can't control, things I can control. You're going to be amazed at the things that you can control emotionally. There is this is going to be a shot, listen close, on the movie The Shack, which I highly recommend as well. It's a great movie, The Shack. At the very end, I'll just say the man says this, who was playing God. He said this, it's not because you can't, it's because you won't. Ouch. That hurt my ego. But it's true. Isn't it true? There's very little things that you can't do, and there's a lot of things that you won't do because it's inconvenient. So make a list of things that you can control and a list of things that you can't. You can't control the weather. However, you can dress warmly. You can go to the audition. You can drive in the rain. You can't control sickness. However, you can control preventative care. You can you can take preventative care for yourself, can't you? Of course you can, so you won't get sick the next time. I hope this is getting to you. It really is. Because I don't want you to stop. Because if you stop, you atrophy. I've said that earlier. And if you pause, it's okay to pause. If there's a yellow light in your life, pause. It gives time to reflect. Is it safe to go? Should I go right now? Or should I save more money for that acting class instead of spending it on this or that because I feel bad about my life? I'll go to Best Buy and buy a new TV. No! Save that money. Make that sacrifice. And you'll be glad you did at the end. There's a lot of stories out there, I know, and I hope this is getting to you. I really do. Don't stop. Don't stop believing. Okay? Don't stop believing. Don't stop believing in yourself and the acting career, the talent and the potential that God gave you. Surround yourself with people that won't let you stop. Surround yourself with people that you can hold yourself accountable to. Yeah, that's a good idea, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I do it all the time because I want to be molded into what God wants me to be, who God wants me to be, more appropriately said. Because He doesn't make mistakes. You're not a mistake. You're more than enough. So, I want you to don't stop today. Okay? That's one thing that actors should never do. We can pause. Pause to go. Don't pause to stop. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you much. And like and share this video. I'd appreciate that too. And there's a little thanks box down there below this video. It says thanks with a $sign. If you want to send me a couple dollars, you just click it, $2, $5, if you want. It helps me finance for new camera equipment and things like that. I appreciate it. And I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll give you a shout out. Okay? If you need a coach, I could be the one for you. 𝐷avidThompsonCoaching.co, 𝐷avidThompsonCoaching.co. Look me up. Write to me, and we can set up a 45-minute free coaching consultation. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And don't stop believing.